Yeah, it was good. Good. I picked my locks on the shackles that I was wearing behind the camera. So
okay,
that's how I'm up
very
here.
Nice. You're
I tricked Tim though. He's now behind there.
Tim's over there. You're here. It's
Yeah.
a bizarro world.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to change it up just to have a little fun.
Right. Right. Okay. Well, I'm ready to get this thing going.
Yeah, we're eventually going to be launching on Facebook, which is great. Oh, we are on Facebook.
I think we're on Facebook.
So we are ready to go. We're all set.
I think so.
Car is clutches down, shifted in first gear, ready to.
I don't know anything about that, but I think that you're online.
Okay.
You know how to drive a stick shift, right?
I do.
Okay. Okay. All right. So welcome everybody to Finance Agents Live number 71. My name is Darren McNeil. This is
Trey Sublette.
Yep. And what is your position here at Finance Agents, Trey?
Well, Darren, I do everything. So, no, I actually work with our relationships, our member offices across the country. I've been working with you now for how many years?
10?
10 years, long time. So this is episode 71. This is the second to last one for 2018, right?
Yeah.
So only a couple more for our audience. So.
Yeah, and I think we're going to be taking off the week of Christmas.
Yep.
And so we won't be having a show on that Wednesday. So I think that's what, the 26th or 27th?
Right.
So don't come back here for YouTube. But in the meantime, if you have watched our previous shows, or if you're watching this for the very first time, let me see if I can get that out, make sure that you click the subscribe button on the bottom right of your screen and hit that bell icon. That bell icon, whenever we go live, will send you a notification, so that way you know we're live. You always were notified when all the cool things are happening on YouTube.
So for everyone to know, with our agent platform, Darren, your role is what?
Well, I was working with our developers to actually build the entire platform itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been acting as a project manager in that capacity for the last 7 years, almost 9 years, but for this particular project, for the last 7 years, building the agent platform, which
so this is your baby. This is what you work on.
Yes,
this is
constantly.
Darren's baby.
Constantly. So what we're going to be discussing today is how you, the viewer, can become an agent, or if you are already an agent, making you a little more familiar with your portal. A lot of times people will sign up and they don't explore. That's the most fun thing about programs and software and everything, is exploring and seeing if you can break it, because if you can break it, well, you can help us make it better.
That's right.
So we're starting with square number 1, how to sign up. So Trey, can you take me through the general steps of how to sign up?
Well, there's a couple different ways of getting into our agent platform, right? One, we can have agents refer people to the platform. 2, you can go straight to FinanceAgents.com and then click on the agent tab at the top right of the page.
Yeah.
So once one clicks that, you're going to look for the words, what does it say, start here?
It's, so it'll be on the top right, it'll say account logins, and you're going to have client and agent. If you are interested in submitting people for funding, and you're not looking for funding yourself, you want to go to agent. You'll have a little box that pops up that has the email address and password as if you're logging in. Well, right below that, there's going to be a link that says need a, not an agent, log in here. Click that, and it'll take you to our sign up form. Now the sign up form is going to say sign up today, so that's how you know that you're in the right area.
So how long does this process take to sign up?
To sign up, it's as little as putting in your first name, last name, email, and phone number, clicking a button, creating a password, and adding your zip code.
Okay.
Oh, and doing the Google CAPTCHA. That one's always fun. It's always interesting trying to figure out if you can tell the difference between a street sign, a street signal, and cars. They really love cars and buses on the Google reCAPTCHA. I'll tell you that much. So once you have your information in, you're going to go to the very next page, and it's going to be very, very simple. Now, most of our images that you may find are going to be kind of centered, at least for our purposes today. We've actually moved it up to the top left because I wanted to point out one specific item on the far right. When you're creating your account, you're going to have a little square gray button that says feedback. If for any reason you run into any issues or you encounter any issues, go ahead and click that, and you'll be able to pull up a form that will send us information so that you'll get in touch with either, in my case, myself, our developers, and we'll be able to help you very quickly.
And we're just doing a whirlwind tour of it right now. And so, but one question there I saw, we don't allow robots, right? Robots
Yes.
are not allowed to be an agent.
Yes, I mean, it's great. They create lots of accounts, tons of accounts. However, they don't do anything, so we prefer not to have them in the system. They just kind of bog it down.
So once they get their account set up, they're instantly automatically routed to their agent portal.
Yes.
Okay.
And so when they pop in, what is the first page they come to? Pop quiz, hotshot.
Profile.
Exactly.
Profile.
If they fill out their profile and they sign out and sign back in, will they go back to that same page?
So no. So the key is once you fill out your profile, and we'll want our agents to fill out their questionnaire. We want to know more about you and what you do and how best to work together. So once they fill out the questionnaire, they will always, when they log back in the future, be routed to their dashboard.
Yep. So let's go ahead and head over to the dashboard. The dashboard is the location you're going to have your primary contacts information, and this is going to be general information on your account. So anytime somebody has gone across your page, and we'll get to that in just a moment, anytime a lead has been created, anytime a review has been generated, and anytime a engagement agreement has been closed, you'll have information pop up on your dashboard.
Who's this jerk at the top of the page? What the heck is that?
I know, he's kind of a butt sometimes.
Yeah. So the information of your affiliate manager would be listed at the top of your dashboard.
Yep. And so that's your main contact. Phone number, email. We always recommend shooting an email if you've never been in contact with your main contact previously. If they haven't been in touch with you, definitely get in touch with them. But email typically is the best way to go because they can schedule a time in their schedule to make sure they focus directly on you. And that's always important. You don't want to catch somebody when they're in the middle of a conversation or they have something they're working on. You want to make sure that you get your quality time with them.
So what's this choose your desired domain? So
as a standard agent, when you first sign up, and if you're going through finance agents, and there's a little bit of a difference if you're with one of our offices, but as a standard agent, you'll have the choice to pick between 6 different standard agent domains. Now, there's a difference between a regular domain and a standard agent domain. Standard agent domains will always have a member ID number, your member ID number, at the very end. So let's say I chose 24hourapprovals.com. When I click and choose that domain and click the submit button, which will be on the right-hand side of that pick list, it will then refresh the page.
Let's choose one now.
Well, we can try, but it's not going to work very well.
Okay.
These are still images.
Okay.
But for the user, definitely choose one, place it in, and when it refreshes, what should they see? What are the...
Well, what's going to happen is once you choose your domain, you'll have your different marketing links procured. So we have different landing pages, one for people needing capital, other becoming agents, and other peripheral programs that we have. So these are some invaluable marketing tools that every agent has.
Okay. So there's one for leads, one for agents, one's for other programs we have?
Card Swift, FEMA, ADP. Those are some peripheral programs. I was kind of...
Yeah, well, so those are things that you can expect to see on there once you've chosen a domain. If you haven't, then you won't see it.
Okay. Let's go on to the portal modules.
That sounds great.
All right.
All right, so we're just going to progress down the side, your navigation menu, which is on the left, once you're logged in. And there will be a bunch of different choices you can do. The very first one is...
Action plan?
Yeah.
All right. So this is definitely something we're updating right at this point in time, but this is a great way of your affiliate manager giving you some action steps to become successful. So from looking over your agent manual to ordering business cards. So this is a way of coordinating with your affiliate manager and go through certain steps.
Yeah, and the nice thing is you can actually add information to this. Everybody, or at least I know, I like having checklists. I can check things off. I feel like I've accomplished something. I can see that it's been crossed off. This is what that can accomplish for your agent portal. You can add stuff into it as well, schedule it, and it'll send you a notification, or at least it's supposed to. We shall find out. No.
Okay. So, all right, and then up next with the agent platform is going to be, I'm guessing,
available documents.
Available documents, all right.
These are always fun. So we have a bunch of them on screen here.
Right.
Of all of the designs Do you have a particular one that you tend to gravitate towards as far as wanting to hand out to people?
Well, we have different documents for different programs, right? And also we have actually applications listed here for the different programs. That's where we really want to focus in on personally, having our CRA application, your universal funding form, equipment application. These are different marketing tools of going to an online or going to a conference to hand out. But the applications are important to learn to be able to target the right program.
Okay, and so what we have right here is the program flyers. These are single-page flyers that can be used for any sort of print marketing means that you want. The beautiful thing is there's no branding to them. And so if you have a specific brand that you want to place onto them, you can, because again, they're just generic.
Right.
Now, if you're going to like this conference, and you want to have an application on it, we also have a section in the portal here that allows you to have those flyers plus the application attached to it, so it saves you time.
How much do these cost?
$1 million.
$1 million. Okay.
No.
Very nice.
These are actually free. These are come complete with your agent platform. And the nice thing about these is you can also send these out via email, and they have fillable fields. So if you're somebody who doesn't want to have somebody write it out, fax it back, and explain to them how to fax it or scan it back to you, just send this to them. They can save it, fill it out, save it, send it back to you. It's all
and
good.
we have the standard agent manual located. So if you want to learn about all different programs and processes, this is the place to go to.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So up next, one of our favorites. What is it, Trey?
This is available training. So this is what we do all day long, given more knowledge about the different programs. As you see, you'll have different videos to watch. So they can click if they want to learn more about CRA, commercial real estate, they can click on the commercial real estate video. We have one for 401k rollover program, unsecured business finance, revenue-based advance. So these are in place to help build up your knowledge of the different programs, which will help build more stronger referrals in the future.
And then whenever we have a YouTube event, we're starting to add something in now, which is the upcoming trainings. We'll be adding YouTube information to that section of your additional training module. So that way then you can click directly from your module into the YouTube video. So
Okay.
that's up and coming. It's not ready yet.
There we go.
But we'll get there. All right, so up next.
This is probably the most important tool to know about is the lead input.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you're going to make money, how we make money, and this is how your referrals are actually going to get entered and sent to somebody who can talk with them.
So the first way of creating a lead is using your marketing, your landing pages. This is the second way. So if you're an agent and you have the information, you can manually create the lead by putting the first name, last name, email, and phone number. Then everything else is just a bonus. You know, you can actually put the name of the business. You can even upload the application or credit report if you're a hands-on type of agent. So this is an invaluable tool to get the person in the system to get the consultation performed.
Yep. Now, one thing I do want to point out to all the viewers, if you're using this form and you're uploading documents, please make sure that your files, independent files, are 20 megabits or less. If they're larger than that, it won't allow them to be uploaded. And this is actually not something directly with our system, it is with the system that we are using to send to our people who are working on those files. And you can upload multiple documents. So if they're all 20 megabits or less, you can upload 10.
There's a description box here which allows the agent to make it very simple, give a little scenario of the referral's story.
What kind of notes do you like to see in that?
What type, if they're a startup or existing business, if they have a real estate project, their funding goal, maybe the best time to reach them. Those are some simple notes they can document.
Okay. And then we also have specific programs. If somebody's interested in, if they've heard of it, you can submit them for that. We will always review all programs, but just in case they're like really interested in something, you can shoot that over to us. And then their business age. That actually does play a factor, doesn't it?
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, what happens if I want to send somebody to become an agent? I want to refer somebody to become an agent. I think this is the greatest thing. How do I do that from my portal?
So if you're an agent in the system, you probably know other people might be able to partake and benefit from the different programs. So you can manually invite someone using this section, putting their full name, email, phone number, and this is going to send them an invitation. It won't automatically sign them up, but it'll invite them to become an agent in the platform.
Okay, perfect. Something I want to point out, we actually have a bulk invite tool, which is going to be located at the base. Right now, it's
does it work?
Yeah, it does.
All right.
For Gmail.
That's great.
Now, we used to have it for a few other programs. They've changed how they operate, but Gmail, you can still do. You need to connect your Google account, but this will take your contacts that you have listed and will allow you to choose who you send that referral to. Now, second point on this, when you send out an invite, it doesn't automatically cause them to become an agent, so you won't necessarily see it in your account on the dashboard page. Once they've gone through the same process we showed you at the beginning of this, that's when they'll have their own account and they'll be counted as one of your referred agents.
So if you signed up to be an agent, and if you're in the real estate industry or insurance, mortgage, it's a great way of bringing on more agents and being deemed as your sponsors. So at some point in time, if you upgrade to the recruiter level, that'd be a benefit to you to have those agents underneath you.
Yeah, speaking of the recruiter level, we actually have a section that will allow you to upgrade to that. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Well, here we go. Actually, I thought it was further along than we were actually. I was looking at the list of the navigation. So, when you're dealing with,
Sorry.
Tim, let's go backwards. Go back, Tim.
My mouse disappeared.
It does that. So, one of the things being on the other side of the computer, a lot of times, especially with technology, things change and have hiccups. So.
Are you kidding? This is easy.
So this is the Manage Account tab, right? So this is something I think is one of the best things you and Tim ever did, and that is you created a page where if they want to unlock more commissions and tools, they're going to request an access code.
Yep. Now that access code will be given to you from, as you see here, in this case it's Jenny Smith, but their name and phone number and email will be there. This will also be your main contact. So it's a very good choice to get in touch with that person, whoever's listed as your main contact. At least make an initial email attempt to let them know, hey, I'm here. Nice to meet you.
Right. One of the first things you do is you do that, follow Darren's lead, contact your affiliate manager, request the access code, and explore possibly the recruiter level. Okay.
Yep. All right, so moving on, programs. This is something that we get questions constantly about, like general information about each of the programs. Now, you do have the training that you can go through.
Right.
But this is a little more just straight right in front of you.
This is a very simple, just not bullet points, just little details about each program. What I think what's the value here is it explains our rating system. We have an internal rating system for each program we have in place. So you may not know what an R1 is or an A4. This is something your affiliate manager can go into at the appropriate time.
Yeah. In fact, for me, I'm still trying to figure out what exactly an M7 is, because I always not quite sure.
Isn't
Or
that
an
a
M6.
BMW? I think it's a
M7?
the next new BMW coming out.
Yeah, and you know, it may be. It might be. All right. Well, so one of the things that I wanted to point out is the lead information page. Now, the lead information page is very important because once you've submitted a lead, you've gone through all the input lead, you'll actually see that information posted.
This is really important to us because we want to have full transparency with our referral sources. So if you refer a lead in the system, as an agent, you can go to the lead information section. You'll see your referrals. You can click on the referral. You'll see the notes from the funding specialist. You'll see the notes from any underwriters. So it's a great way of knowing how things are progressing with your referrals.
And then if they are approved for a specific program, or pre-qualified, I should state, it'll actually list it in the center of this page. Each of the programs are listed. You'll actually have the amount that they're pre-qualified for and the date that that pre-qualification was done. So that way then you're always up to date on what's happening.
Now, a newer feature would be if I'm an agent or refer Alice into the system, I can go back 5 days later and actually click on Alice in this section and then add documents, right?
Yes.
So if I gained a credit report, my hands-on type of agent, I get to my affiliate manager, you can go in, attachments, and it'll be sent to the funding specialist.
So pre-existing lead, and it's something that we just added last month. So this is something really new and really awesome. We're really excited about it, and I keep on saying, really, please somebody stop me.
Really will. Okay. All right. So next is going to be the YouTube.
Oh,
Right, there we go.
All right. Well,
we have this great idea called YouTube.
No. So one of the things that I want to point out, and this is something, one of the modules we did skip, was a section called Contact Us. If you run into any sort of issues, and let's say the person, your main point of contact, hasn't gotten back to you or is waiting to get back to you, but you need something right then, there's some sort of problem with your account, definitely use that Contact Us. It's going to pull up a form for you to fill out, and it sends it to myself, it sends it to our developers, so that way then somebody will get back in touch with you and be able to assist you with your problem. Now, we definitely recommend trying to keep those issues specifically with finance agents or any of the programs that we do have. And if you do have somebody who, lead you've submitted, you have questions about, we'll get you in touch with the proper person who will be able to give you those answers. All right? Well, if you hadn't at this time, click that subscribe button. Please do. Please make sure you click that bell icon so you get notifications. Your subscriptions make us realize that this is an important thing for us to do and that you enjoy what we're talking about. All right? Well, Trey, I want to say thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. I'm super, super proud of our affiliate platform. So you've done a great job, Darren. And so we're looking to build as many relationships as possible. So please, if you want to become an agent, follow those simple steps. And if you're currently an agent now, let's create some business.
Sounds great. All right. See you later, YouTube. See you later, Facebook.